Hello, hello, this is Erin from LizzieandErin.com. Today we're going to work on a cute little love sign. We're going to take two things from Dollar Tree, this love sign here and this love sign here. We're going to take these two things and make them really cute put together with a few other things. We're also going to use this piece of scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. You can get these four for $1. I had this little mini grapevine wreath left over from Christmas stuff that I got from Hobby Lobby when it was on Christmas. And we're going to use a small portion of this little wreath that I got from Walmart after the Christmas clearance sale. So I cut off a few sprigs of this and added them to this and made a little wreath. Used a little bit of the Dollar Tree floral wire to put it all together. And ta-da! All right, so let's get started. First of all, this is what I used, okay? These easily pop off. Take a scraper and pop them right off. They come right off. Okay, this glitter you can scrape off with a scraper, and it comes off really easy too. I removed everything on the front because I'm using the back of this, but I took everything off so that it lays flat and even. So, and then all of this comes off really easy too. I just used my hands and plucked all of this twine stuff off. See, I just pulled that out. But I'm not going to take this one apart only because I already took it apart right here. I scraped off a lot of the glitter and I plucked off all of the little silver hearts. I set those aside because I will use those for another project. But, okay, so this is what we're going to use right here. I used the back to paint. Also, so it's a mess. I apologize. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to take two paint sticks, or you could also use craft sticks from the Dollar Tree. And where did I put mine? Okay, or you can use craft sticks from Dollar Tree, like the big popsicle sticks. You can use those. I'm just going to use these two paint sticks because they're right here and I have them. So first of all, I'm going to cut them down. The only thing I'm using these for is to brace these two pieces together, these two pieces of the sign together. So I'm going to kind of mark where I need to cut, and I'm using 10 shears. Regular scissors will work too. You just got to go put a little more muscle into it, but it does cut. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over and we are going to piece these together just like this, right here on the ends. So grab your hot glue gun. I'm going to put a bunch of hot glue right here on the one side of my paint stick. Make sure they're all the way together and press them down. Press your paint stick down, holding it until it dries. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. And just hold that down like that. If you want to also go around the edges of your paint sticks to secure them a little bit more, you can. It's not going to hurt anything. It's going to help. Okay. So there we go. Those are good to go. All right, so now I'm going to flip this over, and now I need to put my scrapbook paper on here. So, as you can tell, this scrapbook paper does not completely cover the edges. If you want to completely cover the edges, you can scoot this over, and then with this extra down here, you're just going to have to piece it together to make it look uniform, or just grab another piece of scrapbook paper like this. But I'm okay with it hanging over the edge like that. I'm actually going to use twine to cover the edges, so I'm not worried about that at all. What I am going to do is cut my scrapbook paper. It's much easier to grab a pen and mark off your scrapbook paper, but I could not find my pen, so that's why I did it like that. Okay, so now I've got my piece of scrapbook paper. Now I just need to grab my Mod Podge and a brush, and we are going to Mod Podge this on. Well, So I'm gonna take my big brush that I've got right here. I'm gonna take some Mod Podge and brush it on my surface. All right, just like that. Okay. Now with your scrapbook paper, carefully line it up in the middle, just like this. And smooth out any bubbles and get it nice and smooth to your surface. Making sure all the edges are down really well. Okay, so my paper's hanging over the edge a little bit right here, so I'm gonna take my sanding sponge right here and just sand off the edges just like this. Now it's good to go, nice and straight. So this is what we've got now. Like I said, I'm gonna take my twine and I'm going to, on the back side here, I'm gonna hot glue it in place. Just like that, let that dry, and then I will start wrapping my twine around. I'm gonna add a little bit of hot glue right here. And every so often, I'll do another dab of hot glue, just to make sure that it's not gonna move around. And just letting my twine lay right on top of the hot glue. Now we're getting really close to the edge. There we go. Now I'm gonna cut off my extra twine and hot glue it in place on the back side here. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of hot glue to secure our twine on the back. Just like that. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Dab of hot glue to hold our starting point. Let that set a little bit before you start pulling on it. Then, same thing, just start wrapping it around. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Both of the ends have twine on them because remember the paper wasn't long enough to cover the entire sign, so I just used twine for a decorative edge finish. So now let's move on to our love sign. So this is what it looks like when you get it from the Dollar Tree, just like this, and it has this little hanger on the back. What I first did was take the hanger stuff off. I didn't need that at all, so I got rid of that, and then I painted my love sign white. I did like 2 to 3 coats of this apple barrel white, plain white paint, and that covered it completely. Then I took my sanding block and I scrubbed it down and went around the edges and did a little bit of distressing. And then like right here where the letters were connected, I kind of just sanded straight down like that, kind of giving it a little bit of a shadow. And that's how that happened right there. Went around my edges to make them look a little distressed, and I was happy with it like that. So what we're gonna do now, or what I also did was, so that was painted. So I said at the beginning that I took a little mini grapevine wreath just like this that I got from Hobby Lobby during Christmas time. I also had this wreath right here that I got from Walmart's Christmas clearance. And I took some floral wire from Dollar Tree. And I just cut some sprigs off of this one and attached them to this grapevine wreath just like this. And then I just added a small little raffia bow, and that's how this happened. So that's going to be our O on our love sign. And I think that's gonna look really good, just like that. So I think it's gonna be like farmhousey looking. It's kind of what I'm going for. All right, so now I'm gonna attach this into place here. I'm just gonna use some hot glue, and I am going to first cut off a couple of these sprigs back here that are gonna make it a little bit harder for me to hot glue it in place. So I'm gonna get those out of the way. There we go, so it just lays flat, like that. Okay, I'm gonna add my hot glue to my wreath itself. Working my way all the way around. And then find my center point and secure it down. And once it's on there, I can go around with my hot glue gun and squirt it in places around the edges to make sure that it's not going anywhere. Hold that in place until it dries. I'm gonna add a little bit more just to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna hold that until it dries. All right, there we go, guys. What do you think? Super cute. That's really cute just the way it is, sitting up on a table like that, because I think they do stand. Yeah, you could set it on a shelf just like that, and that's really cute. But I'm going for a sign for this one. So all I'm gonna do is, now I'm gonna hot glue my love sign onto my sign. And then we'll make a hanger for this guy, and then it will be all done. Looks like I've got some glitter on my surface. Let me clear that off. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna work really, really quick because I'm only using a low temp hot glue gun. So I'm gonna work really fast and try to get all of this covered. And but if you have a high temp hot glue gun, because we're working on a bigger surface and we want the hot glue to stay hotter a little bit longer, I would definitely switch over to your high temp hot glue gun if you have it. If you don't, just work super fast like I'm going to. And I'm really focusing on the edges. That's where I'm really gonna make sure that I put my hot glue. Oh, and I should have had another gun handy. That's okay. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna find my middle and push it in place. And again, I didn't get a lot of hot glue over here, so I will probably refill my glue gun and go around my edges of the L to try to get it secured a little bit better. This side seems to be on there pretty darn good. This side's kind of popping up. So, like I said, I will grab another glue stick. And I'm just going to, oh, it's raised enough actually where I can just kind of squirt the hot glue down there. And press it in place. Now I'm just gonna hold that and let that dry. But this is so cute, you guys. I love it. I love it. Okay, I think that's dry. I think we're good. All right, there it is, you guys. Okay, so last thing this sign needs is a cute little hanger. And what I did was I grabbed a bunch of natural wooden beads. I got mine from Hobby Lobby off of a fall garland. And all I did was grab my twine. I cut a big string of twine, and I put knots in between each bead. I just think that's cute, decorative little added touch. Okay, so that's how I got that look. So we're gonna attach our hanger to the back side here. Careful with your wreath. We're gonna try to find the middle. I think right there is pretty darn good. I'm just gonna let go, do one side at a time. Okay, so I'm just gonna hot glue this twine in place. Now I'm going to double check and make sure my center is correct. Perfect. Right there. Same thing. Glob of hot glue. And just hold that in place till it dries completely. And then this project is done, you guys. I think it's set enough that I can let go. No, it's not. Okay, what I'm gonna do is cut off these little extras right here. We don't need all of that twine on there. And there's a little bit of extra right here. Back of our sign looks pretty rough, but it's going on a wall, so nobody's gonna see this. If you're giving this as a gift, definitely cover it up with something. Like some of this brown packing paper that you can get from Dollar Tree, cover it with that, or maybe a piece of burlap, whatever you got, just to cover it up to make it look pretty. It's still a little wet, but dry enough for me to turn it over and show you guys. Okay, so here we are, you guys. I think this turned out awesome. I hope that you guys like it. It is definitely a farmhouse looking Valentine's inspired sign. Really and truly, this could hang around all year round as beautiful home decor. I definitely would hang it in my house all year round. I think I actually will. So anyhow, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you like what you see, definitely make sure that you are following us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and stay tuned for lots more videos just like this. All right, you guys, if you're interested in our shirts, you can go to lizzieanderindesigns.com. I'll post the link in the description, and you can check out all of our shirts that we have available in our store. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.